I refuse. I refuse to accept that happened.
Yeah. Morning, everybody, or evening. There's time zones in the world where it's evening, but there's also time zones like mine where it's morning. Yeah. I'm gonna start by chatting before I do anything because I have some things that I want to talk about. And some of it I can't really talk about while playing the game because I'll get too distracted. That is the thing. For some reason, I get distracted very easily. In general, I get distracted very easily, right? Not even just with playing a game and chatting, but just when I'm chatting, I'll get thrown off by something, and then I'm like, ooh. And then I'm like, oh, my bad, I'm being distracted. Like right now, I'm being distracted by my audio and seeing if it's synced up and all that, or at the very least if it sounds good. Because the problem that I have is, I don't know, I've been very, I guess I'll start with this. I've been very like, I don't want to say, what's the term? Anxious, overthinking about my model, like my model, but not because like if it's design, just the one thing is the mouth, right? I feel like I am not as expressive as I used to be, and I don't know why, right? I don't think this model can work with VBridger. I know a lot of people use VBridger also. Before anybody does this, I forgot to enable the things for the redeems, so I'm going to quickly open that up. So let's, let me do that. But yeah, I don't know why. Really don't know why. I think I did something. For some reason, my model's mouth and stuff like that, whenever I try to talk, is very unresponsive. Like it's responsive, but it doesn't feel like it's being responsive, right? Also, if you're wondering if my microphone sounds any different, two things. I changed some of my settings because I noticed that in the last stream, the Baldur's Gate stream, I sounded a bit off, and I don't know why. I just sounded off compared to my last couple streams, but I don't know if it's because that was the first time I actually did anything. I don't know if it was because it was the first time I don't know. I really don't know. And not only that, but I took off the pop filter too. I don't know why. I don't know how it sounds. I'm gonna listen to it later. That's cool. I got distracted again. Haha. But there's a couple other things I wanted to talk about too here today. Some of it kind of stuff that I've already gone over a couple days ago, but nobody saw it, so I'm gonna be doing a little bit of chatting before I get into the gaming. I don't know how long we're gonna stream today. I really don't. I was gonna see if I could get in some, I'm gonna regret saying this, some Overwatch in later today, but I don't know if it's gonna be today, but it's definitely gonna be tomorrow. If not today. If not today, it'll be tomorrow. That's the thing. That's why I'm not really saying I'm doing Overwatch today, because I'm not so sure. I am not entirely sure if I am or not doing Overwatch. I'm keeping an eye on my internet. Yesterday we had a small problem with the internet. Not a huge problem, but a small problem with the internet. There was a small hiccup, and I don't know if I was good or not to stream today. Don't know. I have no idea if I don't know if I'm going to be able to we'll see. I doubt it, but we'll see. I haven't had any issues with my internet in like forever. It feels like forever. Feels like forever I've had troubles with my internet. I don't know why I'm opening that. Don't do that. Let's not manifest it today. I don't want to manifest it at all. By accidentally opening too many tabs. But yeah, I caved and I reinstalled Overwatch. Even though I've said this about a million times, I have not been a big fan of the game ever since it re-released, because I don't know. There's something about it, right, that caused me to like completely turn from it. And there's like a couple of reasons why I haven't really been like too eager to play it, but I've seen some people play it in the last couple of like weeks, and I've kind of gotten that itch to play it again. There was other, yeah, like I think when I played the finals, right? When I played the finals, I realized that I was starting to get an itch for like first-person shooting games, I guess. Even though it's very frustrating, but you know, it's a very love-hate relationship with that genre. But I was like, fuck it, I'll do it. I'll reinstall it and I'll play it at some point this week, if not tomorrow, if not today. And I'll get back on the Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough sometime soon too this week, because just like a bunch of other people, I'm slowly getting addicted to that game. And I don't know why. I've never been much of a like MMO guy. I've never been that hot on the streets for MMOs, right? A game like Baldur's Gate, for instance, I've never really had like the itch to play that game ever, or play that kind of game, I should say. But I ended up doing so, and yeah, I now see why it won Game of the Year. I can see why it won Game of the Year, because it makes total sense. It is quite, like, crazy how you could just play this game and it be just, you know, like relaxing and chilling, right? You can just chill and vibe. It's a fun game. It's a fun game. It's a game that I've been wanting to, like, dive more into, so I'll be doing that sometime as well, as yeah. I'm addicted to it. I also found an article that ties into some stuff that I wanted to talk about here later, or I guess today. Because I've been wanting to do a lot of like talking about like certain subjects and just kind of ramble on about a few things. Some of them, oh god, I don't want to see that. Some of them being from like VTubing, while others is just like other stuff. And I don't know. There's something about VTubing in this year that I feel like it's gonna be, I don't want to say different. But it feels like we're in for a ride. A wild ride. Right? Like, I want to talk. I was about to say something about the weather because it is bad outside, but I'll talk more about the weather later because, you know, that's a hard subject change when I just got into this topic of talking about VTubing, and all that. Now, there was an article released from a group of folks. The VTuber news dropped. Yeah. And it was mostly just like an article when they were talking about like what they expect to see from 2024. Which is, you know, nice. I don't know if I'm subscribed to them or not. I'm gonna do that real quick. Guess I'll do this while I'm here. Oh. I am subscribed. This is not spam. What are you doing? Open the link. Oh, I opened it the wrong one. I accidentally opened it in the wrong one. Whoopsies. Whoa. There we go. Okay, cool. I didn't even know I was still subscribed to them. Well, it was in my spam. Sorry. Anyways, but they released they did a little forecast on how they thought the there's so much for me to talk about that it's hard for me to find a starting point. That's the thing. That is the thing about the state of VTubing in 2024. It's hard for me to like find a starting point. Do I go back to the end of the year and do like a quick end of last year, I should say? Should I do that and be all like, you know, as a summary from 2023, like, ooh, how was it? Like, how was VTubing back then? Like, do I do that? Or what? Because it's again a hard start. It's like there's so much that I want to like talk about and digest and stuff like that it's hard for me to find a starting point for it. And this is something that I've also been wanting to do like a video on, like a deep dive video on, like straight up scripted and shit like that, because I've been wanting to do that kind of stuff for the last couple of months. I'd say for an entire year, maybe year and a half, I've been wanting to do something like that, where I would just sit down, get a topic in my head, script it out, and commentate over it and all that sort of jazz, right? Because I feel like I would enjoy it a whole lot more than just like randomly blurting it out on like streams and stuff like that when I could probably get more of a reach making videos about it, because I've seen a lot of other, like, I've seen some people like do deep dive videos the way that I want to, where they just sit and they do kind of like not deep dive, but rather like commentary videos on it. And I've been wanting to do something similar, but I just haven't been able to. And because I prioritize streaming, and that's just something that I've realized over the course of my nearly 2.5 year stint as a VTuber. It is hard to put it's hard to put yourself in a situation where you can do both, where it comes down to like creating videos while also streaming at a pretty high, relatively high standard, if you will. I like, for example, right? Like, I mean, I can't think of an example now that I try to think of one, but like, you know, I don't have the time or the patience to like sit down, stream, and turn it into a video of some sorts, right? Because I know there's some people that do their commentary videos as a stream at first, and then they take the VOD, and that's how they get their content, right? Which is you know, fine, but I can never do it, because without a script, I wouldn't sound like I know what I'm speaking about, you know? I wouldn't know what I'm saying, I wouldn't know what I'm doing half the time, and it would also sound a lot less professional? I don't know if that's the right term, but you get what I'm saying. It's yeah. But back to the article that I mentioned earlier. It ties in with some of the stuff that I've been wanting to talk about, which a lot of it isn't bad, right? Like, my outlook on VTubing as a whole is actually not as bad as it was last year. Last year, I didn't think much about really anything. I was just like, yeah, VTubing sucks, but it is what it is, you know? But this year, it's just like, the outlook of things is so much different now for me than it was last year, because last year I struggled to comprehend my situation with becoming an independent VTuber, right? Because that's the hard thing, right? And I'll talk a lot about independence and all that sort of stuff. I'll talk about that here in a moment, right? Because I do want to talk about that as well. But last year was such a struggle for me. About this time last year, I should say. Not all of last year was a struggle. I can talk more about that here momentarily. I attempted to record a video like this, where I sat and was like, oh, this is how I thought last year went, but I don't know if I want to sit and edit it, because I don't think I did a good job with it. I really don't think I did a good job with it. I did it when I had like no motivation to like sit and record it, but I wanted to get it done because I was like, I gotta get it. I want to get it out this week or something like that, and I just never did. I never wanted to like half-ass it, but I half-assed it. So now I'm like, great, now I'm reaping that repercussions. So do I edit the video and accept it for what it is, or do I go for a re-record that might take a little longer than I expected it to for it to come out? But I don't know if I want to actually make the video to begin with, because I think it's kind of stupid for me to make a video about myself. Excuse me. Because I could just do it on stream. It get the same amount of attention. So there's that, but I won't do it now because that's not what I'm here. That's not what this stream's about, right? But I will say this, as the year went on last year, I did kind of look into the perspective of VTubing as a whole in a way that kind of just felt like a bit more relief, like a bit of relief, if you will. Like, when you look at the grand scheme of things, like, and I mean like all of VTubing, I'm not just saying like a small area. I'm not talking about like hey Fluffy, good to see you in chat, by the way. But I'm not really talking about like a small subsection of VTubing or like all of that. I'm talking like everything from top down low, right? VTubing got to a point where I feel like last year, I feel like this upcoming year is going to be a year where it's better, right? Like, I mean, sure, we're getting a lot of big-time VTubers from agencies and not graduating. I mean, sucks to see Palmu graduate, you know, one of the only people from Nichisanji I expected to stay forever, really. Maybe not like, literally, but like at least not be the first from Lazulite to leave, I believe, if I remember correctly. I think she's the first, if not the second. I don't remember who would... I don't remember. Fuck. I don't remember who all was in Lazulite. Shit. I gotta look. Let me look at that real quick. Who's in that real quick? Is it just... Okay, so it's just Palmu. Okay. Alright, yeah. So yeah, Palmu's gone. Yeah, I would have thought she would have stuck around. Selene would have been the one to leave first, but... I mean, Selene's from Obsidia, so that's kind of a different story, but... They're close. They only debuted like 2 months, 3 months apart. Yeah, about 2 months apart, so yeah. But anyways, yeah, that does suck, right? But, I mean... At the same time, though, I don't know what else could be, you know, I don't know what to expect, right? Like, when VTubers, a lot of VTubers go for about 2-3 years at most, and then a lot of them dip, right? There is like many. I don't know how many like I can count off the top of my head, but it's easily up there with how many VTubers that I have, like, I don't want to say been acquainted to, but I've like followed or I've seen VTubers from, I'd say 2020, before I was one. I'd say from that point, a lot of VTubers from 2020, I'd say most of them are gone, or they have completely like rebranded to something different, right? They may not be gone, like their personalities may still be there somewhere, but their one character is gone, right? Because a lot of VTubers don't stick around, or at least character-wise, they don't stick around for more than 3 years. Once it gets to a point where it's 3 years, and if they've accomplished something, then they go, right? But a lot of them stay because, hey, you know, you're streaming, right? You can stream, and if you're not really doing this for anything other than just, fuck it, we're streaming, we ball, you know, fuck it, we ball. You're just chilling, you're just doing stuff, you're having fun. More power to you. Then you don't have to really be all like, oh, you know, I'll do this for 3 years, and if nothing happens, I quit, you know? But instead, it's like, hey, you can actually just kind of relax, hang out, just kind of build a community or not, you know, do what you want. But, you know, you're not in this for the fame. You're not in this for whatever. You're in this because you want to, you know, waste time. Right? Go for the long haul, if you will. But a lot of people do that too, and that's why I've also seen a lot of people from 2020 kind of like stick around. They may have changed and, like, you know, done a little bit of some groundwork changes, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, for me, for instance, I mean, I really haven't done, I wouldn't say much to change in terms of, like, the model and the character, but I have done something to it, right? In my 2 years of doing this. But it was mostly because I had to. Because that first model that I used back when I was with my agency wasn't really good. So I had to kind of like switch it up, do a little shimmy shake, and become who I am today, which is a lot better than what I was fucking 2 years ago when I first started. Just saying. Which is crazy to me that, I mean, like, it does not feel like I have been VTubing for 2 years, right? When I say I've been streaming for 2 years, I feel like I'm overestimating, and I'm like, oh, you know, I may be wrong. I may not be 2 years, but it feels like 2 years. But rather, when March, I think, oh crap, hold on. Yeah, when March comes around, it'll be 2.5 years. I think right now is 2 years and 4 months? 3 or 4 months. God, I hate doing math off the top of my head. I should know this, but it's too early / late for me. Yeah, but it's been more than 2 years since I've like started VTubing, and so much has changed that it feels like a huge hit of whiplash, right? Like, again, you don't see a lot of VTubers go for more than 3 years, especially if they don't have the expectations that they're going to struggle or stagnate at the very least, right? Because that's the thing when it comes down to it. The VTuber, just everything VTubing, has gotten to the point where it is no longer a massive, I don't want to say massive market, because clearly there's still a thing for it, right? But I'm saying, like, there's not a lot of open spots available for big-time VTubers, right? Because there's a lot already there. And it's hard to, because it's like, it's hard for everybody to be big, because if everybody was big as a VTuber, then nobody would be big as a VTuber. Everybody would just be the same, right? Which, I mean, that's kind of just the thing in general when it comes to content creation. And I've said this before, when it comes to content creation, it's gotten so saturated and it's gotten so accessible that anybody can pick up a game and record it and put it on YouTube or put it on Twitch. Anybody, really anybody can do it. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to make videos anymore or make content. It just takes a couple clicks and a couple things here and there. May need to figure out how to, you know, get into it at first, but even then it's just like, dude, you just use your phone. Just use your phone. Everybody has one of those nowadays. So, as much as I would, you know, as much as I hate to admit it, but it's like, yeah, this whole content creation, VTubing scene, whatever, is kind of saturated, and it's broken record because I keep saying it every time I talk about VTubing and VTubers. But I do think that this year will be a halfway decent year at least for VTubing. I don't want to say for me, because I don't know what it's going to be like for me. It could just be another boring year like last year was, in terms of streams. But I don't want it to be, but I somewhat can't control that. I mean, I could do the streams, but I can't control how they do or how they, you know, how they are, but because it's the algorithm. But that's just, you know, I don't care. right? Like, my only thing is I just want to see if I can at least be a bit more consistent with my streams and a bit more, like, planted with my streams and just keep at it, right? Because the thing is, right, last year was such a, like, up and down year for me because of what was going on personally, right? So, a little bit of context here. Back in February, I left my seasonal spot at a job that I was working at when I first left the agency to go independent. I focused on that for a month or two, and then I came back to streaming because I was like, hey, you know, I miss streaming, and now I'm able to get back at it. Let's get back at it, right? And I've been back at it ever since, right? Off and on. But back in February, I left the job, and it completely, you know, when you leave a job or when you start a job, whenever there's a change in your personal life, it screws up all scheduling, right? Because every time there's a slight change in a schedule, it always screws me up because I am not able to efficiently plan accordingly to it, you know what I mean? So when February ended, and I didn't have a job, it's not like I was looking for a job because in March I was going to be going to Japan, so I just kind of had to ride with my bank account for about 2 months without a job, which was a bit stressful, but it is what it is. But I tried to continue streaming all the way up till that point where I went to Japan. The problem was that mentally I was just having a struggle and a half to keep at it for a lot of different reasons, right? Because of the lack of a constant schedule for me and the lack of a constant ability to get that schedule made in time. Right? So I kind of just was like, all right, whatever. I kept doing what I could do, and then February rolled in. Realistically, I did a lot for February, right? I streamed pretty much all month February, and then when March came along, I just kind of didn't do anything afterwards because I knew I was going to be in Japan, and then I went to Japan and I came back, and it's been a struggle. The last, or I should say after Japan, the first few months of coming back, it was a struggle because I was looking for a job, couldn't find a job, and in the end, it just absolutely wrecked my streaming consistency because I would try to stream in the afternoons, in the evenings, because that's when I thought I was going to be the most active and be able to just stream more because I thought it was going to be available during those nights, and that's what I enjoyed. I enjoyed the 8 p.m. streams. And then when I started working overnights and now home at 8 a.m., I'm like, okay, this is when I'll start streaming because I'll have at least some energy when I come home, and even if I am tired, I'll at least be able to, you know, kind of turn my brain off and just stream for 2 hours, no big deal, right? But then, you know, I wanted to try and see if I could get back to evenings because, you know, I might be able to come home, immediately sleep, and then wake up and be all like, okay, I'm awake. Let's, you know, stream a little bit before I go to work. Or if I'm off, then I'll stream overnight and we'll just go through the night. You know what I'm saying? Have a long stream overnight. But that didn't happen because I wasn't able to get my sleep schedule to the way it should have. So, and it's been rough trying to keep it consistent. But ever since starting my now job, ever since starting where I work now, it's gotten easier. It's gotten easier for me to be more consistent. It has been also a challenge too, because sometimes with the lack of scheduling for works and stuff like that, it is easy for me to slip up in my sleep schedule and it ruins everything. So there's that. That's the unfortunate thing, but kind of back to where it should be right now, thankfully. In terms of looking forward for myself, I do see my streams being a bit more consistent because I don't have anything planned for myself personally to do anything in terms of vacations. Like the last 2 years, I've visited Germany, I have visited Japan, I've gone to the Indy 500 twice in a row. Trying to think if there's anything else. I think that might be it. I've done a lot of traveling, but I think this year I'm going to... I hate to say this, because I don't like to say this. I'm not going to really travel as much this year because I'm not going to have the time or the money to do so. Which is unfortunate, but there's always next year, and I'm not too, like, worried or upset about it. It is what it is, right? If I do travel, it may not be like crazy over the continents or over the world, whatever. It might just be like cross country. I might sneak a peek inside Canada legally. I might go to like a few states over and do something. I don't know. I don't really like traveling in country though because I'm not a big fan of the United States, FYI. But if anything, I'll probably just peek over in Canada. I don't know why, but there might be something I could do in Canada. Maybe. I don't know. I don't really want to go on a flight again. Fucking, oh God, I hate the... One thing that I hated about going to Japan was the 15-hour flights. Ugh. Absolutely horrendous. Hated it. Like, don't get me wrong, flying and all that sort of stuff, it can be fun. It can be relaxing, but good God. Flying to Japan, it felt like it took 2 days. It felt like it took 2 days to get to fucking Japan. Coming back, it didn't feel so long, but that was also because I fell asleep through half of it, so... Doesn't really count, does it? Couldn't really sleep on the way there. Even though I took a shit ton of melatonin. It didn't knock me out. It just kind of like stoned me for like 15 hours. So that was that. But kind of wrapping, like, I don't want to say wrapping it back, but like, let's go back to how I started this topic with VTubers and all that sort of stuff. It is a bit jarring seeing a bunch of like top VTubers, and I mean like top VTubers. It is a bit jarring to see them all just kind of dip and kind of like graduate. But at the same time too, we're going to get to a point where that is going to be more and more common, because especially like outside of agencies, because, you know, for the VTubers in agencies, I mean, especially if we can name one off the top of our head, Nichi-Sanji. Management's kind of getting worse and worse for agencies, but I want to talk more about agencies here in a minute as a whole. But we're seeing a lot of independent VTubers also decide to venture away from VTubing. And I get it. Right? I mean, if you've been a creator for the last... And this doesn't just span to VTubers, but like YouTubers or Twitch streamers in general. When you've been making content for a good, like, half of a decade, at least, the burnout is real, and it gets tiring. It gets tiring, right? Like, it's even for someone like me who does not really take this VTubing thing, I don't want to say this in a bad way. Like, I don't take it seriously, but like the way that I say that is I try not to like focus too hard on it, right? I just stream and I just do what I do for fun, right? I don't read algorithms or whatever. I don't follow trends. I don't do any of that stuff because I don't have the energy or the time or really even the care to do so, right? But even that takes a lot out of me mentally because of trying to at least keep up with the community. And that's one of the hardest things, I believe, a VTuber, just not even that, just everybody that's a content creator. That's one of the hardest things and the most, like, exhausting things to do. Because in order for you to follow trends, in order for you to follow an algorithm, in order for you to work around all that stuff, you have to keep up with the community. You have to keep up with what's going on, not really just in a specific part of your circle, but also like everything in terms of content creation and onwards, right? Because you are not going to be able to make the kind of content that the algorithm likes without keeping up with the community, right? And that's where a lot of people struggle with, and it's such a pain in the butt. It's so tough and tedious and annoying that it just gets to a point where you get burnt out and you're like, okay, I'm done. I don't want to do this. I hate this. I'm wasting my time, blah, 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 blah. Right? Like I said, I mean, I don't really do this for any particular reason other than just I do it for the funsies. I just do it because I like doing it, right? The passion's like the passion level out of 100, way past it, like way past 100 in terms of the passion level. I'm like, I love this shit, dude. I love streaming. I love creating content, and I especially like making music. It's been stuff that I've been wanting to do and just finally had a reason to do so, right? Like, sure, I've been streaming for 2.5 years, but my God, my passion for content creation spans more than a decade, right? Like, I just never had an opportunity to create the content. I never had an opportunity to, like, showcase it, or it had an opportunity to really do it, right? Show off a personality, because it was hard for me to get the foot in the door. But then I was given an opportunity to get not only my foot in the door, but throw my entire body into a room. And then 2.5 years later, here the fuck I am, right? May not be in a spot that a lot of other people would be in 2.5 years into a situation like myself, but I don't care, right? I'm making the most out of this, and it's what I like to do. It's passion that, you know, is sometimes a bit tiring and exhausting, but what can you do, right? What can you do about it? Can't really do anything about it, even if I put more effort into this, like, whatever, right? But when it comes to independent VTubers and them graduating, it sucks, right? But there's really nothing you can do about it, because burnout is a real thing, and people, you know, a lot of people that, okay, let me also say this too. A lot of people that started VTubing back during the pandemic, about, 4 fucking years ago, good Lord, I don't know. Saying that the pandemic is 4 years old does not seem real. It does not seem true, right? It feels like the pandemic was still like 2 years ago, maybe 1.5 years ago at most, right? But like 4 years ago was when the pandemic started. What the hell? I mean, it started a little before that, or a little close to 4 years ago, but I'm just gonna say 4 years ago because it was 4 years ago, to be honest. But anyways, to the VTubers that started during that part of our decade, this decade, not our decade, this decade, it makes sense why a lot of them are now graduating or leaving, right? I mean, if they didn't have a huge level of passion for streaming, they're going to leave, because everything's gotten to a point where opportunities, personal opportunities are opening up. People's, dreams are starting to come true, or the opportunity for a said dream has opened up and they have to sacrifice something. So they sacrifice streaming, right? They sacrifice something that they just got into just because they wanted to fuck around for a little bit while everything was shut down and while everything was done, right? But here's where I see VTubing at a point. This is the reason why I see VTubing going to a point where it might be better than 4 years ago, right? And it's because people that are starting to stream now as VTubers are doing so because their passion is there, right? I'm not saying it wasn't back when the pandemic started, but I'm saying that there's more of a passion now than there was 4 years ago, because 4 years ago during the pandemic, people just kept streaming because what else can they do, right? What can they do? They can't go outside because they're locked inside, and even if they can go outside, they're restricted. You're restricted because of the lockdown and the restrictions, right? So what else can you do? Just whip out the PC and whip out an OBS or whatever and just start streaming. Who cares? Right? Won't matter in like a few years time, or yeah, because everything will be opened back up, right? And that's where a lot of streamers come. That's why a lot of streamers come and go, right? Because everything's opened back up and opportunities are starting to present themselves more and more for whatever, right? But now, everything's opened back up for the most part. I don't know what isn't, but I might as well say it just in case. But for the most part, everything's opened back up, and for the most part, there is very little reason to, or at least comparing the reasons why you would get into streaming from 2020, starting there, compared to now. There's not a lot of reasons to start streaming, other than your passion's there. Your passion level's up there. You're wanting to do it because you like to do it, or you've been wanting to try it. And even if you try it, the reason why you're trying it isn't because it's a trend or there's a boom period or whatever. Rather, you're doing it because you want to do it. You want to see if it works. And I mean, that's why if there's any VTubers debuting within like the last, I'd say within the last like starting last year, right? 2023. Any VTubers that are like starting to debut, I say most of them, not all of them, but most of them are doing it out of just pure passion. They're just wanting to do it because there's something in them that wants them to stream. So they do it, right? And the people that stay, even, 3-4 years later after debuting, they're the ones that are like, you know what, fuck it. I may have opportunities to do something later down the line, but that's later down the line, and right now I just want to stream, right? The opportunity that I have right now is right in front of me when it comes to a stream, and I'm just going to take it, and I'm going to work with it, and I'm going to use it, and I'm going to, have fun with it, That's just how I see it, though, and I mean, that's why I kind of feel like, in terms of independent VTubing, it feels like, it really does feel like there's a better reason to be a VTubing fan, right? If you're the independent fan, right? Where I kind of have a, like, I don't want to say issue, right? But where I kind of don't have much optimism for is agencies, right? Because, oh God. This... There's two sides to this. And I'm more leaning towards a side that is mostly pessimistic, right? But I'll first talk about the optimistic side of VTubing agencies, right? It's no longer a semi-monopoly anymore, right? And what I mean by semi-monopoly is it's no longer the big three VTubing agencies to fight for. VShojo, Nichisanji, and Hololive. You know, back when the VTubing boom was a thing, smaller agencies were like hard to come by, like creditable, creditable is the term I'm looking for. Those kinds of agencies were harder to find, other than the three that we all know. And nowadays, and then I'm still sticking to the optimistic side real quick. Nowadays, there's a lot of, you know, like smaller, independent agencies that are ran halfway decent at the very least, I guess. But there's a lot of agencies that are there, and there's a place to get a start. However, that's where I leave the optimistic side and go over to the pessimistic side, the side that I'm on. Agencies are nothing more than a way to get your foot in the door, and that's literally it. Because there are a fuck ton of independent agencies that do not offer any benefits other than you get into the door of VTubing. And I am speaking from experience. Basically, for those that are new to my shit, I didn't start off independent. I didn't start off in basically where I'm at right now with the free will and the free reign. Well, technically snow, but you get what I'm saying. I started off in an independent agency, but I left it after a year because I couldn't leave it earlier. And my feelings in terms of agency VTubing, or corporate VTubing, if you will, they are pessimistic because of everything that not from my agency, mind you, but because I was in an agency, I kind of kept myself closed to barely independent VTubers and a lot of corporate VTubers. I knew a lot about corporate agencies back when I was there, right? Because I would just keep up, I would try to keep up with them. I wanted to see what agencies were, you know, worth looking into or worth looking for collaborations with, you know? However, that came at a price. Optimism quickly turned into pessimism. That's the right term, right? I hope so. My brain is melting at this moment. But optimism quickly turned into not optimism. Because, hey, Inu, by the way. Hello, Inu. Because of all the stuff that I would see on agencies, multiple agencies, so many independent agencies that were just horrible, right? Even at the very least, not worth ever doing anything with a 10-foot pole, right? Not even touching it, not even looking at it with a 10-foot pole. Don't even point that 10-foot pole in that agency's direction, right? Because again, when I was in the agency that I was in when I started, I kind of looked around other agencies to see if they wanted to collaborate with me, right? A cross-promotion, or not cross-promotion, a crisscrossing, I don't know how you call it. I don't know, I'm tired. But it wasn't good. It was not good for my viewing and my eyes. It was bad. It was bad. And it's really only gotten worse. Like, I'm sorry. I know a lot of people may be like all up in Atom for corporate VTubing and like, oh, you know, it's actually it's not that bad. It's all right. It's still good. It's like, okay, but you're looking at it from the big three, right? You're looking at it from Nichi Sanji, Hololive, and Shoujo. And even then, they've had so many ups and downs these last couple of, like, I didn't even say, you know what, screw it. The past year, they've had so much ups and downs that it's just, at this point, it's not even a roller coaster anymore. It is literally a fucking death spiral. It's insane, right? It's so much worse than a roller coaster because of the fact that there's so much, like, horrible stuff. For every 1 or 2 good things that come out of an agency, whether it's a big time event or a new wave of talents coming in to debut or whatever the case may be that makes them look good, there's like 5 at least bad things coming out. A certain talent has been treated like shit. A certain manager has been awful or incompetent or whatever. And that stems to outside the big 3 and gets worse outside the big 3 agencies. Because my fucking god, does it just get worse the more you look outside the big 3 in terms of agencies. Right? In terms of the big 3 agencies, a lot of talents, a lot of big talents get knocked out of their pedestal and they're graduated and they're gone, or they are cut out from underneath them, right? Like, they don't even get the celebratory, like, goodbye, we'll miss you. Some of them just get, like, a bullet straight to their head, like, you're done. You're done. You're done. Get out. Right? But outside of the big 3, you get agencies that are completely inept. They're ran by people that do not understand a damn thing. And I'm sorry, it's not better. It's not getting any better. I don't care what people say. Like, it's just bad. And for those that are like, well, this agency is not too bad, it's like, yeah, but what do they benefit? Like, what is a benefit from wanting to join that agency, right? Like, I'm not saying all agencies are horribly ran or horribly managed. I'm just saying that all of them are, you know, so unbelievably, like, I don't know, like, the term, like the exact term, right? I know there's an exact term for it, but I don't remember it right off the top of my head. But all agencies have no benefits other than maybe you get your model and you get inside the industry if you're new. What else does it have to offer for you, though? Maybe a pre-generated, not pre-generated, but like a community made for you to start, maybe? But also not, because some agencies, not all, but some agencies won't give you the rights to your character or your whatever. So if you do decide to do what I did and dip whenever you can because you don't feel confident about the future of the agency, can you keep your stuff? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. And if you're lucky and it's a yes, then cool. Good on ya. But then you become an independent VTuber and then it's like, okay, well, there's that, right? Being an independent VTuber is a whole lot better than being a corporate VTuber, because when you're independent, you can say whatever the fuck you want and not be told otherwise by higher up saying, hey, don't do that, don't do this. Not like, I mean, I never had that problem, but I know a lot of other people that were corporate, they have that problem left, right, and center. But my point still fucking stands. That it is dumb to be a corporate VTuber unless you're getting your foot in the door and then immediately opening the door to independence and going through there as quickly as possible with your said stuff still. It's the only other reason why I would be like, oh yeah, go corporate. If you can, if you don't have any other way of like starting, right? Because, I mean, you get a model, you get everything basically handed to you. There you go, right? Like, fuck it, right? Fuck it. I don't care. I don't have to pay money for it. I'll take it. Thank you. It's mine now. Give me the rights to it. Thank you. And now I'm free. That's how it went, really. But like, if you can, cool. But it's like, oh, you know, well, what if you like wanted to join an agency because you wanted to make friends, right? Well, I hate to tell you this, but that's a flip of a coin, whether or not that's going to work or not, right? You have to be lucky. You have to be lucky to join an agency where you connect so well with your gen mates or agency mates that the friendship extends past professional and into personal. Because everybody that works as a corporate VTuber starts off with professional acquaintances, right? It's the same thing with just going into a job, right? It's the same thing there. But the difference is that a lot of people expect when they get into VTubing, especially corporate, that they will be a part of a 5-wave group at most, right? 1 of 5. Maybe more, but obviously mostly when you get a wave debuting, it's either 3, 4, or 5. Maybe more, but in that realm, right? In that realm. But you expect to be friends, and I'm not saying professionally, I'm saying personally friends with at least those gen mates. And if you are a part of another generation, while there's others behind you, or I guess in terms of the hierarchy above you, I don't know how that works, but you know, agency mates as well. Except that's not the case. At least for me, it was not, right? Which blows completely, right? Because I had the expectation that if I joined an agency, it would be a automatic friend group, right? Personal friend group that I could easily just connect with, talk to, not just about streaming, but also just anything and everything, right? They wanted to talk to me about anything, I was there for them. That was not the case. So that's a flip of the coin, and I failed that flip of the coin. Because again, a lot of these agencies, people come in because they have one clear thing in mind, and that's they want to get their streaming going for VTubing. They don't care about other people, they care about themselves. Hate to say that, but that is how it is in this industry. Not just VTubing, content creation as a whole, right? I mean, like, I don't want to be like, okay, outside of corporate VTubing, that is not the case, right? Independently, I have met a lot of motherfuckers that are like, we would like to be friends with anybody, right? I will be friends with anybody, right? But in a corporate setting, that's not the case. That is mostly not the case. Not all the case, but mostly the case is that you want to get into corporate VTubing because you want to make a quick friend group, right? Wrong. That does not happen. That does not happen. Sure. It might happen if you have the chemistry with them, but it is essentially a roll of the dice at that point. Not even a flip of the coin. It's a roll of a dice, whether or not you're going to have chemistry with a certain individual. And even if it's not great chemistry, it's still chemistry, which is good, right? Good chemistry is still great chemistry because you can work on it. Maybe. Right? But the thing is that a lot of people in corporate agencies, they don't really try to make friends. They'll make a few friends here and there, especially those on the higher than them in the hierarchy. But the point is that it's a fucking flip of the coin whether or not joining an agency is going to give you any benefits at all. Other than you get your model, you get a character. Yay, you're in the VTuber industry. That's like the only, and I mean only, benefit that is surefire guaranteed. And even then, it might not be for a long time, especially if you can't get the rights, if you want to leave. Sometimes you may be forced to stay in this agency because you don't want to give up. You don't want to give up this thing that you've been building, right? You want to take it, if you can, you would like to take it out of the corporate hell and bring it to the independence, where it's not heaven, but it's definitely better than where you were at before, and it just isn't possible. So you're stuck. At that point, you got to choose whether or not you want to give up the corporate side of hell, or if you just want to stay in there and just accept the incompetence of the managers and the competence of the leaders that are also very much not qualified for that said spot. That's the pessimistic side for VTubing, corporate VTubing, for me. That's my opinion on being in the corporate side of VTubing. And that's just like the tip of the iceberg, if I'm completely honest, right? Like, I have such a disdain for agencies that it is insane, right? Like, I don't watch a lot of corporate VTubers anymore because I can't tell you why, right? Like, I support a lot of fucking talents from VShow, Joe Nichisanji, HoloLive, and other corporate agencies, right? But really, outside of the big three, I have not really touched any other agencies in terms of talents anymore, right? Because I know that they're not going to collab with, you know, somebody who's independent to begin with, right? So why do I have to focus on them? Why should I share any sort of energy with them, right? So, like, the only time I'll ever really watch anybody from an agency is from the big three. And even then, it's like, I'll just follow some of their clips and read up on what they're doing on Twitter/X/fuck you, I'm saying Twitter. But maybe TikTok as well. But it's like, I'm not going to be that kind of guy that's going to sit and watch I'm not going to watch any of the big three corporate VTubers, right? Big three corporation VTubers, I should say. Not, you know, but you get what I'm saying. I just, you know, I'd rather spend time watching, like, one of my friends or acquaintance, like, actual acquaintances stream, instead of just, you know, sitting and watching, you know, corporate VTubers. There was one other point that I was going to say about it too, and it just kind of slipped my mind. But basically, the pessimistic side for me when it comes to corporate VTubing is that I don't think it's going to get better. I just don't think it's going to get any better. Sure, new agencies pop up here and there, But it goes back to saying, what's the benefit of joining them, right? Like, the only reason why you would ever want to join it is so that you can be a part of the VTuber industry if you haven't yet already. And then that's really about it, right? Because the management, if there is any sort of management, it's going to be mishandled. It's going to be awful. It's going to be not... you would much rather the management be non-existent. Because it would be so fucking bad. The owner of the agency may be the most incompetent piece of shit on the planet. Or does not know what the fuck they're doing. Right? And again, I'm not saying this from my my agency, because, you know, I never really had a problem with it. I just left because I didn't think it was going to go anywhere. And sure as shit, a year after I left, it disbanded. The entire agency disbanded. So, if I didn't go independent a year ago, I would have had to go independent right now, which I would have been at, you know, if I was a VTuber for almost 2 years, but had to be cut off at that exact moment, and it's like, oh, I could continue as an independent, but I would have to restart, I wouldn't have. I would not have, right? Because at least when it comes to the independent scene, like, yeah, I've been independent for a year now, almost a year and a half. At least then it's like, hey, you know what? I have what I'm at a base point that I've been at a base point, and I'll gladly try to build from it. Right? Because I was only there for a year, right? And I really didn't get anywhere from it. So it's not like there was really any major loss. But if it was 2 years and it stopped right there because complicated reasons, then I was like, okay, then you know what? Fuck this. I'm done. I'm not going to do this anymore. So I'm glad I did what I did. Last year, I regretted it. This year, I'm proud that I left and went independent. Anyways, back to what I was saying before. There's no benefits, right? Other than getting inside the door for an industry, for the industry. That's it, right? You don't get automatically famous. You maybe might get a friend group out of it. Maybe. If you're lucky. And in the end, it's just going to be more stress. It's just more stressful. When you're independent and you get to do whatever the fuck you want and do it however you want, you don't have to worry about deadlines or people telling you to do this or do that or don't do this and don't do that. You don't have to worry about that because you're the only person, right? Unless you hire a manager, but let's just say hypothetically, you're like independent for a reason. You want to be alone. You want to do stuff on your own terms. You want to do whatever you want on your terms, on your expectations. Not an agency expectations, not a manager's expectations, as sure as shit, not anybody else's expectations that isn't in your own. Right? So, why? Why else would you join a corporate agency other than a model? To get the model, to get the character. If you already have a character, if you already have everything, why throw it away? Right? That is one thing that I have never really liked. Okay? I never liked when independent VTubers go corporate. This is a hot take. Because, I mean, there is some exceptions, right? It took me a while to get to that point, so if that was clipped out of context, that is going to sound bad on my end. But let me explain this, right? Let me explain this. There are some exceptions. If you are struggling to get off the ground with the character. Like, let's say you just can't get it rigged, or you can't, get it made or whatever, or you just feel like you just aren't going anywhere with it, and you have an opportunity to get something better, then okay, then that makes complete sense, right? Because at least then you still get the model made. You still get a model made. You still get a character that you can then use, right? Given to you. But where the exception then goes out of exception and into what my hot take is when you have a character that is fully made, fully rigged, fully set up. Like, for example, this. Something like this. It can move. It can talk. It can, well, I mean, anything can talk, but like, it can look like it can talk. It can blink. It can move. It can sway. It has, something. It has character. Right? And you've worked on it. And you haven't just like started for like a month and then like something else appeared. It's like, oh, let me do this instead. But like, for me, entire overlays have been made. What else has been made? Like, entire things have been made because of my own accord, right? I've spent money trying to do stuff, right? For this character, trying to make it better, trying to make the streams better, right? I've spent money doing that stuff. I have streamed for 2 years. Granted, technically a year on this account, but again, complicated story. Don't want to get into it right now. But anyways, back to what I was saying. You spend all this time and energy making something for this character. And you have it. You also have a community. A community that sees this hard work and supports you. And you then decide that all of that shit doesn't matter. Going corporate. I am going corporate. I have gone and found this agency and I applied and I'm going corporate. But there's also an exception to this as well. If it is an agency that has the benefits that all the other smaller agencies don't have, right? It's a big time agency. May not be the big three, but it's one of the bigger agencies, I should say, independent agencies, where it's, not only do you get the characters and everything like this instantly, right? But you also get a bigger community and a bigger chance of making that community bigger. Then okay, again, that makes sense. Fair point. That's fair, right? Because again, it's not guaranteed that you're going to get this community to begin with, right? So if you have an opportunity to get a bigger one and get it quicker, I can understand that. You know what, that's fine, right? That's whatever. Like, you do what you gotta do. Right? You spend all this time making an independent character and everything work, and it just doesn't really work, and then you look to your right, and then you see an agency that is hot, that is looking for talents, and it's actually it's a creditable, it's a good agency, haven't really had any issues with it. It's got a community. It's got a pretty decent sized following compared to the lack of yours. Okay, that's fine. That's completely, that's fine, right? More power to you. Go ahead. Hit that audition, right? But I have seen, and I mean, I have seen a bunch of independent VTubers go corporate to an agency that clearly is not fitting of that exception. And I just don't get it. Even if it's for the reason of, oh, they just may want a change of face or a change of pace, it's like, okay, but do you realize the main thing is that you gave up a community for one that's smaller? Like, that to me just I can't even describe it. Like, I can't even, like, talk about it without, like, going into, like, the disappointed phase of, like, speechlessness. So, hello again, Cher. Hope you've had a good, I think, evening? Singapore? Yeah. Good evening as well. We lurking. Thank you. I should be playing BattleBit, but I just got into a horrible rant and tangent that, man, this feels good, though. I've struggled in the last couple of just chatting streams to get something like this, and now I got something like this, and now I just don't want to stop. I've been going at it for an hour and a half. Almost. I base a lot of my time on YouTube. I know on Twitch I've been live for about an hour and a half, but gotta cut out 10 minutes because of the starting soon screen. But anyways, yeah, I just have like a huge disdain for agencies now, because I mean, I already went through them all. I went through all the reasons why, for the most part, right? Like I said, tip of the iceberg, that's, I would say, most of the reasons why, right? It just comes back down to the fact that I've seen so many, like, talents. And keep in mind, when I say talents, you gotta realize, too, that these are literal people, right? They're like me, right? Mental health, physical health, emotional health, right? All of that. And a lot of it gets put into this VTubing stuff, by the way. Especially if you are corporate, you're trying to put out your heart more so than me, way more than me, because, you know, you got deadlines, you got people wanting you to do stuff, you got expectations, you got all that shit. But, all that aside, I've seen so many talents from corporate agencies get axed in the worst way possible. Like, they are cut, like, headless. They're just cut. Their head just bam right off for a small mistake, or not even that, just something out of their control. And just like that, if they don't get the rights to their characters, they're done. I mean, in most if not all circumstances, they're done, right? They don't get any of their IPs, they don't get any of that stuff, right? I was lucky to get mine, to be honest, and yeah, right? Like, you gotta read the contracts. Not just saying, if you read the contracts, you'll know if it's worth getting into or not, right? That's the main thing. But anyways, I've seen so many talents from agencies, big and small, where it just comes out that management was a pile of shit, the owners were even more of a pile of shit, and some of the talents themselves, some of the other talents were not much of a help at all. Right? And it just makes me feel, you know, it fills me with dread, because it's like, that shouldn't happen, right? If you're independent, that doesn't happen. If you're independent, you're by yourself. You don't have to worry about that sort of stuff. I mean, sure, you deal with bad eggs every once in a while, no matter where you go, but I'm also just saying, at least you don't have to deal with some of the shit that goes on in agencies. The horrible mistreating of talents, the horrible mismanagements and stuff like that. I mean, you just look at some of the bigger, like, graduations from the big 3 agencies. I guess VShojo really hasn't had any, for the most part. I mean, they've had talents leave, but talents leave, especially those that left. I mean, they were bad apples to begin with, so whatever, you know. It didn't hurt V Shoujo that they left, you know. But anyways, you look at some of the bigger like agencies and their talent and how they graduated, and it is just sad. It's sad how they've crumbled, right? And how immediately everything can go from sunshine and rainbows to darkness, right? And not even a temporary darkness, but like it's done, right? Like this person poured their heart out for a year and a half, 2 years, 3 years into a character, into making something big, making a dream come true, and then it's just done because of a mistake that they made or something that I mean, I don't want to say something that, you know, was something minor, because obviously if it's against the contract, it is a pretty big deal. I'm not saying it's not, right? Like, again, as somebody with experience in the field of corporate VTubing, you don't want to fuck around with these contracts, right? You don't want to fuck around with them. You don't want to do anything outside the boundaries, right? I like to push boundaries. I like to do that shit. But even I'm like, okay, if I am told not to do something, I ain't doing it. I ain't gonna do it. I don't want trouble. I don't want trouble. That's the one thing I don't want in my life, and that's trouble. And you fuck around with any sort of contract, that is big time trouble. That's big time trouble for you, mate. But again, staying within those confines, you'll be fine, right? But it's like, again, so it sucks, right? Talents, the people that are behind those talents, their dreams, gone, right? And they have to come up with something to quickly get it back, because their passion just doesn't drop immediately. They're like, well, fuck, I still want to stream. I still want to play games with a chat going through, right? So, I mean, thankfully a lot of them already have something that they can fall on, right? Fall back on, rather, but you get what I'm saying, right? And that's the reason why whenever I see somebody going from a corporate setting to independent and they keep their IP and their stuff like that, it just kind of fills me with a little bit of joy, right? It just fills me with a little bit of joy that honestly is kind of stupid to like admit. Because it doesn't really... shouldn't really feel that way, right? But it's because, again, when I have seen so many small agencies, not even small agencies, like just them, but like even some of the biggest agencies in VTubing have all made such stupid mistakes, and their mismanagements are so like... The thing about mismanagements, right, is that a lot of them could come down to, you know, the managers or the owner of the agency, whatever. Just them not realizing what they're getting themselves into, right? A lack of knowledge, a lack of research, a lack of maybe common sense, right? But it piles up over time, first off. And also at the same time, too, a lot of the big time fuck ups are from the worst kinds of mismanagements, where they know that they're fucking up. They know what they're doing, but they're doing it still because what's going to stop them? What's going to stop them? Right? Hey, Quail, hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. It is 10 o'clock. Holy shit. I've been going for almost 2. Whew. I am doing actually pretty well. I mean, I've just been rambling for the last hour and a half, so there's that. Doing good, doing good. Good. That's good to hear. Hope everybody's been having a good New Year's, though. I mean, it hasn't been the greatest of week. It hasn't been the greatest of starts, I should say, for me, right? I'll talk about that here in a second, though, because that was another thing that I wanted to talk about briefly before I played BattleBit here. But, yeah, back to the corporate VTubing rant. I almost said vent. That would have been a tongue twister for me to say. But it's sad to see. Ready with your water. It's really sad to see. Before I continue, though, most of my rants already happened, right? I kind of already gone through it. So, anyways. Most of my disdain, though, for corporate VTubing agencies, a lot of it comes from the fact that a lot of agencies are ran by people that don't care. They're ran by people that know that they're not doing things right and that they're committing so much mismanagement that it's almost criminal. But they're doing it because they want the money, you know, or they have some other scheme that they're, you know, trying to cook up, right? But first, they need innocent talents or innocent people to fill the roles of talents. And the next thing you know, it comes out within a couple months that, oh, this agency has been awful at certain things. And then here comes a 5-page document about it, at least. And then they're disbanded within the next couple of months. Or maybe they still stick around. Even though they know they shouldn't be, right? Like, it's... I can forgive a lot of stuff that goes on with HoloLive and Nichi-Sanji. I say a lot, not all, but I can at least forgive them and VShojo because, I mean, first off, a lot of the stuff that goes on isn't really the management's fault. I say a lot, not all, a lot, right? A lot of it has to do with talents just taking one wrong step, overstep a boundary in a contract that clearly states they can't do that, right? And I mean, talents sometimes can get away with this sort of stuff because honestly, you know, it depends on the agency, of course, but, you know, who really follows contracts in some agencies? I never did. I never did, for the most part. But a lot of agencies outside the big three deal with so much more stupidity that it's genuinely confusing whether or not they're trying to be a big company or they are what we like to call a black company, where they're not trying to be a agency, they're trying to mask something else over top of it. And like I said, right, as somebody from corporate VTubing, I've seen mostly everything, right? It can't get much lower than what some agencies have done in the past, right? With horrible treating of Miss Talent to the point it's nearly sexual assault, if not way over that, right? I've seen some agencies that have treated their talents so poorly that you might as well just say, hey, this certain manager SA'd me, right? I've seen it. I don't want to name names because that will get me in trouble, but it has happened, and I've seen it, right? Within the last couple of years, obviously. Because again, I would follow pretty much every agency that would pop up because kind of wanted to see if I could follow some certain stuff, right? I mean, as a corporate VTuber, couldn't really explore outside of corporate, right? Just because that was my mental mindset at the time. It's like, oh, if I'm in an agency, I want to collab with other agencies and kind of keep that going, right? But at some point, it kind of changed where it's like, I don't give a fuck. Just give me somebody. I'll work with anybody. I'll be friends with anybody, right? Because it's not like I'm getting any benefits from joining an agency anymore nowadays, especially. Just feels like I might get something like a model or a character, but other than that, it's like, do I get a friend group? No. Do I get a community? No. Maybe a little one, but no. Mostly. Okay? Do I get support? Do I get any sort of feedback? Do I get any sort of help? No, no, and no. Maybe on all three, on those last three, maybe. But even then, it's just like, bro, the reason why I managed to do as well as I did when I was back with my agency was because I did my own feedback and help. I did it all. I had nobody else helping me out in my agency. It was from me. That's all me. That's all me. It kind of annoyed me, so I was like, dude, if I just wanted to, you know, be independent, I'll just be independent. And I did, right? Like, I don't mean to shit talk it. Like, the agency that I was in wasn't a terrible one, right? It's just, there's no point in being in it other than just get the model and leave. And guess what I did? So, but at least management and all that sort of stuff didn't treat me like shit, right? At least they didn't do anything terrible. Like, you know, that was calm. Where I came from, calm. One bad, one terrible. Compared to like several other horror stories that I've read from people that have left agencies. It's just, and this is not even talking about the fact that you see so many like VTubers that are like top 10 VTubers of all time. You know, we're talking, you know what, I'm gonna look this up here real quick. Let's see. Most of these things coming from this list here aren't even from a agency or a company. They're independent. Anyways, let's see. Gura from Hololive. We really don't know what's wrong with her, but she just doesn't stream as much anymore, so it is what it is there. Let's see. Callie. Issues there. Sometimes. I mean, she's still doing alright, I guess. I don't know. I mean, mostly if they're from Hololive, they've been kind of alright. They aren't doing... If they're from Hololive, they're really not having many issues other than Gura. So, I guess that's the good news. Then you go to Nichi Sanji, and it's just like, dude, it's always like one or two different talents every other week where it's like, oh, I don't like management. Oh, I'm having trouble with management. Oh, management issues. You know, it's kind of getting annoying, not gonna lie. Yeah, again, it's... But yeah, it really just doesn't help that when you look at some of the big-time VTubers, a lot of them are graduating. And it's kind of just sad. Because, like, a lot of these folks are like, hey, you know... They're the reason why hundreds, if not thousands, of VTubers nowadays are a thing. And then they just... disappear. And it sucks, because again... It really shouldn't be that way. Right? You would think that if they're a part of an agency, then they're like... They're going to stick around for... really as long as they can. But they never do. They never stick around that long. I'm curious about something here. I don't think I'm gonna find it. God fucking damn it. Man, I think for the most part, that's the fucking end of that rant for corporate VTubing. I really hope I don't have to go through this again and talk about my disdain for it, because I'll blow my fucking brains out if I have to. Because it's just... Like I said, top 3, big 3 corporate agencies, you know them. You know them. They're fine, right? Like, I'll watch stuff from them, I'll follow their talents, and I'll follow them around and do all that stuff like any other VTubing fan would, or VTuber fan would. Right? Most of them, if not all of their talents, aren't bad, right? They may just have some problems with management, and yeah, sure. A lot of the big ones, or at least a few of the big ones, not a lot, that's a bit of an overstatement, but a few of the bigger ones like Palmu, and at least the latest one, that's the latest one, but then you got a couple people from Hollowstar. Was it Hollowstars? I don't remember. There's a couple from last year that really fucked me up. I mean, Pikami last year, graduated, kind of fucked me up, and then we all know what happened there, and it was kind of like, yeah, you know what? Kind of feel stupid for flipping out the way that I did back in March last year. But let's just also say that there was a lot of shit going on last year during my life that I don't like talking about, but that was just a tip of the iceberg, to be honest, back in last March. But anyways, there was one other thing that I was going to talk about too. Oh yeah, the new year. So I talked about this briefly already, but for those that are like just tuning in, I did try to attempt to record a little brief recap, kind of like commentary video, because I've been seeing a couple people create these kinds of recap videos where they're like, oh, I'm gonna talk about how last year went and what I expect from this year, something like that. I tried to record that, but I don't know if I'm going to upload it because I don't think I did a very good job with it. I didn't sound very motivated, so that was the one main issue. And I don't know if I really think it's a good idea to upload that kind of sort of thing. You know, at the very least, still say something about it on, YouTube, or, I mean, like now on a stream or on Twitter or X / fuck you, I'm calling it Twitter. At the very least, it'll probably be better for me to just like speak about it and kind of do like a small recap and all that sort of stuff. But I mean, I kind of already have done that already throughout the last like couple of days. But sadly, the start of this year has not been a start that I would have liked to see, right? And it's mostly because of the holiday season, and it's completely screwed me up and a lot of other people up with the holiday season, right? Because I didn't really stream too much last week, and I kind of feel bad. I feel bad for not streaming a whole lot last week. I wanted to so many times that I want to, but I just couldn't find the energy to, right? And it just kind of made me feel like shit. Like, the one thing that I hate doing as a streamer is, I don't want to say taking a break, because that's another thing that I'll talk about here, maybe. Listen, I may not get to BattleBit today, let alone Overwatch. I'm chatty. I'm like in a chatting mood. I have been wanting to do a chatting stream where I hit so many different bubbles that I have been wanting to burst in terms of topics, and I haven't been able to. I got to do it today now that I'm here, and I have some sort of energy to do so. Anyways, the one thing that I hate doing as a streamer is, like, just I don't want to say falling behind, but just not being able to stream or not being able to do stuff, right? Like, I think one of the biggest issues that I had last week was that I hit a point, and this happens sometimes, where I feel like I'm doing way too much repetitive shit in terms of my streams. In terms of, like, the games that I play, in terms of what I do on streams, feels like it's gotten repetitive, and I don't know how to fix it, right? Other than maybe start a new game, but then it's like, well, yeah, but, you know, I don't really think I should start new games when I've been wanting to finish out, let's say, San Andreas, or maybe I've been wanting to get back into Skyrim, but it's like, yeah, but, you know, I don't really want to do those. I'd rather, you know, load up Rocket League, or load up BattleBit, or load up whatever. It's just like, fuck, man. Like, it just feels like my streams get a bit repetitive, and then it's just like, well, I mean, is that a bad thing? Maybe not, but I don't know. Is it? Like, I don't fucking know. Like, the one, like, I like being, you know, by myself in terms of my thinking, and should I do this? Should I do that? I can do this. I can do that, you know? But also at the same time, too, it's like, man, it really feels like, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but it really does feel like there's, like, a small part of me that really wants to get, like, a second opinion or a second voice, being all like, hey, you know, you can do this, or, you know, look at they watch my stream, and it's like, oh, you know, maybe this could be a little different, maybe that could be a little different, but a little bit of feedback here and there, right? I'm not saying I want that or force that out of anybody, but it's like, you know, I'm trying to, like, figure out ways to get it to where, like, I can actually, I don't want to say enjoy my streams, because I enjoy my streams, but rather it's like, I want to improve my streams. I want them to be good. I want them to be, you know, at the very least, like, you know, a very lurkable stream. I don't care if it's like a stream where, like, the chat literally doesn't move. I don't care, right? I just want a stream where people can lurk. I want people to enjoy my shit. And, you know, I want to see if I can find ways to do it and make it better. But when I hit a point where I feel like it's getting to the point where it's super repetitive and I have no idea how to fix it, it kills me. Because it's like, well, you know, I want to stream this game, but I've already streamed it, and I don't really feel like streaming it again, like, in a row. Because it feels like then it gets super duper repetitive. And it's like, yeah, that kind of does suck, doesn't it? Like, I've never been that kind of streamer where I would stream the same thing in 2 days in a row, unless it's, like, very rare occasions, because I don't really enjoy, I mean, like, 2 days in a row, that's fine, right? Like, that's no big deal. I just don't like doing it so much that it's, like, becoming my one and only thing that I do on stream, right? I don't want to get trapped in a genre or a game that I can only stream or can only do, right? Especially because I like to be variety. I like to be that one streamer that's like, oh, you know, they'll play this game, they'll play that game, this genre, and that genre. And it's always going to be a different stream regardless of the day of the week. Last week was one of those kinds of weeks where I just felt like I could not figure out what to do and how to approach it, right? Like, I couldn't figure out what to stream, and even if I knew what to stream, I was like, do I really want to do it though? Right? Because it's the new year. It's the first week of the new year, and a lot of people are going to be traveling around or doing stuff, and, you know, it's like, do I do anything during this time? Do I work on stuff behind the scenes, or do I just relax, right? The holiday seasons are not my favorite time of the year in terms of streaming, right? But also at the same time, it's that time of the year where it's like, I really don't know if streaming is what I should do, right? Like, I should work on projects on the side, but I'm like, dude, I feel bad if I don't stream. Like, I feel like I shouldn't have a problem with streaming, right? I shouldn't have a problem with streaming, but, like, it's kind of, It's just kind of one of those deals where it's incredibly hard for me to, like, talk about it because I can't put it into words. What I feel going through a week like last week, right? Let me give an example when it comes to the repetitiveness of my streams, okay? And why I'm not a big fan of, or like what I'm not a big fan of. Biggest example, the VTuber racing stuff, right? Great fucking series. Like, I'm glad I made this series when it comes to the VTubing racing stuff, right? 37 VTubers, race them around the track, commentate over it. Great fucking stuff. I love doing it. However, that also puts me in a situation where I'm not really, like, streaming like a streamer. I'm streaming as a broadcaster. So I can't really interact, or at least put interacting with my chat and audience first, because I want to commentate what's on the screen for people that are watching what's going on, right? It's what I like to do. It's what I like to, it's, you know, it's something that I've been always wanting to do, right? Not just in football, not just in racing, but other stuff too, like football, right? Because I like commentating, and I've had experience not really broadcasting, but commentating. I've had a lot of experience with it, right? Both, well, I don't want to say professionally, but I've had some experience, but not a lot, right? But mostly just stuff that I do on the side. Before I started streaming as a VTuber. Okay. But I also feel like those kinds of things shouldn't, like, those kinds of streams shouldn't be common, right? They shouldn't be so, like, common to happen. That's why I schedule it for once a week on every Sundays, right? But just like last week, I couldn't really do it on Sunday because it was the New Year's Eve, and it was that special stream that I did on that Sunday, that 10-hour stream, right? I tried to go 12 hours. I couldn't do 12 hours. I kind of feel bad for not going 12 hours, but I was right next to the 12-hour mark, so I guess that wasn't too bad, right? So, I mean, in the end, I didn't stream 10 hours, but I also spent the last 2 hours talking to Soleil on their stream, and so I kind of was still doing stuff, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I just don't like doing stuff so repetitively. Even though it's like, well, it's every Sunday, and it's like, okay, well, not the last couple of them. They've been sporadic, which has kind of been a little shitty because it's, again, because of the holiday season. It's the holiday season, and I know for a fact that that's not going to stay, right? Like, I didn't do anything last Sunday I didn't do anything for that series because I was like, okay, you know what I'm doing that Sunday? I'm streaming. I ain't doing anything else. I'm going to do something that day. Right? And I did. I streamed to myself playing Baldur's Gate 3, and I enjoyed that a whole lot more than I thought I was. So, there's that. Like, last week, I streamed the VTuber racing stuff, and then I tried to stream some chatting stuff last week. It didn't work out as well as I would have liked it to, so I was like, alright, fuck this. And I took that day off, right? Because last week was just not a good week. It was just not it was not a good start of the week. And that's not even talking about the fact that the world didn't like the start of the new year either, right? Like, there's been so much BS going on, and we're only 9 days, barely 9 days into this season. Like, I mean, I don't know if how many people have like read on the news and stuff like that, but I mean, like, yeah, every single day for months and months. No, I don't get it either. Like, I really don't get it either. Like, I get streaming a certain genre, right, for a while, because, you know, many people are like, you know what, I'm more of a first-person shooter, sports, or action kind of guy, so I'll stream that kind of stuff. And don't get me wrong, like, that's fine, right? But, I mean, I don't know how many people still do this anymore. Or at least this specific game, for example, but like Minecraft. I don't know how people do it, right? Like, streaming the same game over and over and over and over. Like, there's a big reason why burnout is such a common thing for streamers and creators. Especially if they are that kind of person that streams nothing but a certain game or a certain genre. Especially if that certain genre isn't, you know, very, you know, wide in its variety. So, like, I don't like streaming the same game twice in a row. Okay, that's a lie. Sometimes that's fine. You know, more than 3 times, that gets a bit repetitive, right? Like Baldur's Gate 3, I could probably sit for like 2 days in a row and stream it, because it's a game that can easily be that kind of game where you could sit for literally hundreds of hours and just fuck around and chill, right? Because it's that kind of game where it's nice, right? But also at the same time too, I would never ever be that kind of streamer where it's only Baldur's Gate 3 for like a whole month, right? That would make me like so exhausted, right? I just wouldn't be able to do so. I wouldn't be able to do that. I just wouldn't be able to, right? Like, once a week. That's what I like to do. I like to do a lot of things once or twice a week, because at that point, you know, that opens up the door for plenty of other games and other genres, right? Like, yeah, you know, I have been kind of limiting myself towards like the high octane like racing kind of games in a way, like Rocket League, and I mean, I did Burnout a while ago, but I don't do it anymore. A lot of stuff that has to do with like vehicles, but at the same time, I still mix it up with other stuff too. And that's what I try to do, right? Because that's what I enjoy, right? I don't incorporate a whole lot of sports other than the racing stuff, but, you know, other than that, there's not a lot of, well, okay, well, Rocket League, maybe? Technically, you could say Rocket League is a sports game, because it's soccer. So, I guess technically there's sports, I guess. But again, I mean, it is just kind of, it's just one of those deals where it's just, you got, you know, it's part of the mental game of VTubing and streaming as a whole. It's like, you got off days and off weeks. It happens, right? Especially during the holiday season. Like Christmas and New Year's, like, that's not a bad time to have an off week, if I'm completely honest. Like, I think all of Twitch had like a very big off week the last like 2 weeks because of the holiday season, right? I mean, looking at the Twitch tracker, Like, okay, so last Sunday, or, you know, this past Sunday, the 7th of January, right? There's a almost 60%, no, Jesus, at 1.80% increase from the 31st to the 7th, right? Because of the New Year's. Pretty much that entire week of New Year's, that was a, like, down point for Twitch because everybody was out doing their own thing with family and stuff like that, right? Christmas was pretty much the same thing too, right? About 50, yeah, it's just like Twitch for the last like 2-3 weeks, ever since early December, because of the holiday seasons. Obviously, everybody going out and, you know, spending time with family. That is to be expected. So if you want to have an off week, there's that. So, yeah. And another thing that I would talk about here that I kind of briefly touched on, and I've seen this a lot, right? I've seen this a lot on Twitter, where creators are afraid to take time off because of, like, not really being irrelevant, but just they fear. Well, I mean, sometimes it could be that. I guess it could be that. But it's like, it's that, or they may lose the community or lose a momentum shift, that, or like have a horrible momentum shift go in their, like, not favor. Right? Because, like, the thing about streaming and stuff like that is you never know if the momentum's going to shift in your favor, right? You never know. If you stream on a certain day at a certain time, is that going to be a momentum shift, or is that going to be a normal day, right? You don't want to miss out. You don't want to miss out. You want to keep at it. You never know. But the problem is that a lot of streamers don't like taking time off because they don't want to miss days. And especially because of how the streaming game is. Not even just streaming. Now that I think about it, this is an entirety of the content creation whole, right? Video creating and streaming for the most part. That's about, I want to say that's about it. I mean, can't really make music. Let me get with the point I'm trying to make here, at least for the making videos on YouTube and streaming on Twitch. Maybe combine them both. Get what I'm trying to say, at least. It's a fast-moving sphere, if you will. Like, every minute, I'm trying to remember that stat line. I think there's like millions of videos uploaded on YouTube every minute, right? And there's a lot of stuff going out on YouTube at any given point. And at the same time, the changes that go on in not really like algorithm speaking, but like community speaking, it's insane, right? Like, you take a week off and you're going to miss so much, right? It's exactly like that meme that goes around, that went around. I don't remember if it does or not anymore, but like, it's like when you miss a day from school, and that one day you miss from school feels like an entire year's worth of storylines and stuff went down, right? That's what it feels like if you take one day off from doing any sort of content creation, right? Maybe not an entire year's worth. That feels like too much. But it definitely feels like it definitely feels like you missed a lot of stuff if you take any sort of days off, right? Like, and I mean like full on, like, no social media. Those kinds of days off. And a lot of creators, not just VTubers, but a lot of creators, they don't like taking breaks, even if they have to. Because they don't want to miss out. They don't want to stop doing something, and they fear that they're going to become irrelevant or forgotten about if they just miss like maybe a handful of days, like 2 days at 2 days at most, right? It's like you miss 1 or 2 days of streaming, and like I see a lot of people that are like, "Oh my god, forget." I'm that kind of guy too, to be honest, but at the same time too, it is kind of just me kind of being all like, haha, funny. Like, I do it sometimes to be funny. Because it's like, you know, it sucks to miss days, and it sucks to not want to stream. But it happens. You can't really escape it, right? You can't really escape it. It just happens. And I think with that, better load BattleBit and actually play the game for once. Because I think I overstayed my chatting welcome. I mean, I'm still going to do a little bit of chatting too. I'm obviously not going to stop that. If my computer doesn't blue screen trying to load up this game. It did it once. The BattleBit trying to load up BattleBit blue screen my computer once on stream. And I've been paranoid ever since. For some reason it's also load. Oh, okay, that was weird. Do this. Okay, well that was not a soft transition, but you know, that works. That works. Let me I'm just gonna activate something. All right, at least I know it works. At least I know it works. Oh, I should change my thing actually. There we go. I don't know exactly what I want to do to start. Do I start off? Ah, fuck it. Let's see if there's any. There should be. Yeah, oh, perfect. But it is kind of like. There's only 14 players on this one. Is there really only 14 players? Hold on a second. Is there anybody on this server right now? Good lord. I'm glad that fucking put me in a server that was very low populated. I know it's 10 in the morning, but come on, guys. There's international servers, you know? Guess I'll look through the browser. Let's get rid of some of these. Okay, there's some of them that I could probably pop into. They're not Americans. None of them are really American servers by any chance, but has that really ever stopped me before? Not really. Not really. Ping's not the greatest, but has that ever stopped me before? No, not really. Do I go... If I could join it, I'll do it. I don't care. I don't really mind the ping. I don't mind the ping. The ping doesn't do it. The ping doesn't stop me from shit. One other thing that I was going to talk about too, but I'll do it while I'm in this game. Once I get going. Is about talking about the weather. Because let me fucking tell you, the weather has been garbage. Medic. Yes, I am. I haven't played this in a while. Alright. Alright. Hopefully I know what I'm doing. Oh. I didn't know that they changed the audio to this. I don't like the heartbeat. I really don't like the heartbeat sounds, not gonna lie. Nobody gotta turn around and find me?
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh, I don't know if the audio's any good or not. Okay, I don't have any stupid BGM playing. I was hoping that guy next to B wouldn't be in combat. I need to turn off this. I need to get rid of this flashlight. Okay, you know what? You know what? I might not be that good. Might be a bit roosty. God, so fucking loud. Bullets are loud. Turn it down slightly. I gotta get rid of this tactical flashlight. Wherever it was. I don't even remember where it was. Federal? Yeah. I'll put a sweet laser on it. I ain't gonna do anything crazy with it. Just a laser. There we go. I'm alive. It's a start. It's a lot of oh god, no! See, that's a lot of mines on the ground, but I don't see them anymore. Whoop! Help me. I don't think that's of any of use. Oh fuck! Don't go out there. That's not a good idea. I definitely can tell I am not in an American server. That kind of sucks. Communication's gonna be at an all-time low for me. Do I really? Alright, hi teammate. Then again, there was not really any... What am I doing? There's not really any, yeah. We're gonna have these mines too. I got mines too. I got them. God, those bullet sounds are insane. Sounds like the Wild West. I don't know if anybody's like, if anybody's seen any like Western movies, they sound like them. Bullets. Ugh. Yeah, it really does. We're just gonna yeet one across the map. We're gonna yeet one across the map. Oh, it bounced off the sign. God damn it. It had no chance. I wish I kept one of them because I could have thrown one. Oh, this is bad. Oh, hi. I know they improved the audio to where you can hear enemy footsteps louder than friendly, but it doesn't really seem like that's the truth right now. Feels like they fucking lied to me. Whoa! It's hard to distinguish. It's hard for me to. I mean, I haven't played this in what feels like forever, so I can't really remember. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Ah! For me to tell which one's an enemy and which one's a friendly. Should I go with assault? I don't really want to. I like the medic. I like being able to heal. Alright, who needs healing? Oh, sniper! God damn! Oh, he gave up. What an idiot. Run! Somebody up there? Oh, crap! Yeah, there is. Oh, fuck! Got a little bit of help here. Thank you. I have not played this game in so fucking long. It's insane. Well, it feels like forever. Well, you know what might also help me, not help me? The fact that my ping's at like a very big disadvantage. The fact that I have one kill is a bit surprising. Bum, 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 bum. The fact that I have one kill right now with this ping. Whoa, boy.
Fedra man. Can you heal me, please, medic? Yep.
Let me.
Yes, medkit. Okay, thank you.
I almost forgot. I changed my Steam name. Oh, God. Oh, why do I have to heal myself? When did I get shot? Hey, I guess I'll take an assist. Oh, God. Is there somebody right there? Oh, there's a lot of people right here. He yeet that grenade. That sniper trail. Oh my God.
I close fire.
Oh, brother. Hi. Oh! That was a bit of a surprise. I also saw that coming too. I want to do this. I don't want to keep doing this, but I want to see if I could find like actual halfway decent lobbies, ping-wise. That actually have like a high amount of players. This one's not too bad. Probably the best that I can. Oh, it's server's full. There's no fucking way. I guess I'm gonna have no choice but to go 64 here. Domination. Domination and front lines. Cool. Get 20 kills with pistols and 100 with assault. No, that's not actually too bad. I could run assault. I mean, I don't like that class, but yeah. Oh my. We got small maps. Oh, we got small maps. Oh, well, he's fucking dead. Fucking dead. I mean, I could, but I'd have to run. Fuck. I don't know. Do I want to run? What do I run? Actually, what does my loadout give? Small ammo kit. Nothing more. Maybe a riot shield. I saw a lot of people in that last server doing riot shields. I have no idea why. I'm a little scared about that. I'll run medic. Fuck it. I might run assault and just run with a battle rifle or whatever. Marksman rifle. That'll be fun too. There is a lot of smoke! I can't see shit! I just can't see That's a fucking RPG. Oop, sorry. There's a lot of shit going on right now. Ooh! Get up here. You fucking moron. Reload. Ah! He's on that! We're hearing a lot of movement.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, Jesus. I wish I had a grenade. I wish I had a grenade. I do have mines, though. Same thing. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ouch. It's okay. I got one. Seriously wish I had a grenade right now. I get so many people down there. How do I get down? Oh, you're healed. Oh, fuck. Ow. There's a rope right there, and I didn't use it. There's a rope right there, and I didn't use it. They want to say they improve sound for enemies so that they're louder than the friendlies. I'm running. I find that whole thing kind of bullshit. I started panicking because I heard the grass. I was like, oh, there's an enemy right next to me. Nope, that was a teammate. Oh, God, I don't know how I could get down safely. Okay, this is a lot more chaotic because of how small this map is. Oh, fuck. I'm almost out of ammo, too. Yippee! Whoa, sniper trail, love it. I will say that is a cool thing that they added in, though. The sniper trail is amazing. So did we take care of... Oh, God. No, we did not fully take care of A. Hi. We didn't completely take care of A. Are we even winning? No, not really. I mean, no, not really. The ticking sound for the, oh my God. The ticking sound for the objective is annoying, because it's loud. It sounds like my headset's fucked. Makes me want to not play objectively. Where the fuck are these guys? Where the fuck are you guys? You're on the ground dead. I'm not seeing these enemies. They're here, but they're not. I'm not seeing them. Okay, I just... Ow! I got sniped! I know they're somewhere. Ah. I found them. Strike fire? What the fuck's a strike fire? Bro, what the fuck? Take a rangefinder instead. I'll also take this too. Why not? You bitch. Peek that corner. Peek that corner. Move! Y'all are fucking... Jesus. Taking up so much of my space. Okay, he's dead. Oh, there goes the building. Oh, well, there goes the building. Bye. I'll take that. Ah, god damn it. You and your fucking smoke bombs, man. I swear to God. Making me insane.
I got 3.
Fucking. Damn it. Damn it, dude. This is one of those, yeah. Yeah, I'll have to go for this one, I guess. Bandage, mine. I guess a fucking grappling hook. Oh, I don't know if I can ever. I'll just do that. I'll just run that. I don't care. Can't wait to get back on the road again. I can't wait to get through the smoke again. I can't see fucking shit again. Oh my fucking god. Alright, well I know what I'm not running. I can't run that with... I can't run that. I just can't run that. Fuck me. You know what we're gonna run? We're gonna run anything but that. I want to run something different, though. AK? Fuck it. We're running the AK. We are running the AK. I don't know if there's anything I could put on this. Nope. We are running with the AK. Because I cannot fucking marksman sniper rifle to save my ass. Ah! I'm dead. I'm dead. Holy fucking shit. I'm gonna get PTSD. Like, I'm legit gonna get PTSD from... That fucking feed's going nuts in the top right, though. I'm actually gonna get, like full-fledged, like, PTSD from this shit. Why am I trying to snipe? What am I doing wrong? Why am I trying to snipe with an AK, man? What am I doing with my life? What am I doing with my life? Which is the fire rate? Okay, so this fire rate's a lot better. I'll just run this one instead, because I can at least go bang, like, click, 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 and it can actually click. Whoa! Piece of shit! Oh, there's an RPG. I can't wait to get back on the road again.
Damn.
We're just gonna launch that one. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! How am I alive? Ah! I couldn't say I didn't try to heal. What? Are we winning? Somehow. Barely. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, now that I changed up the marksman rifle to be the one that's more of the stupid, fast kind. Oh god, mommy, help me! I don't like this. I'm hearing things that I don't want to hear. I'm hearing things. Shit, 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 shit! It's like, please don't see me, please don't see me. They saw me. I reloaded a fully max pistol. Fucking me.
Couldn't see him. That's a nice AG,
Well, that hurted. Bro, let me spawn somewhere. Let me spawn somewhere. Anywhere. Anywhere. Thank you. These sniper trails are in fucking insane, dude. Crazy. They look like the, God, I don't know what the fuck they're called. Kanto trails or something like that. In the sky. When you look in the sky and there's just like a stream. Just a small trail. They look like that. But like, ground level. It's fucking terrifying. Damn! Good shot. Fuck that guy up. It's over. Oh, get on the ground. Okay, that was teammates. Just seeing one of them try to run and then immediately get sniped. That was funny. That's kind of funny. Still trying to snipe from over there. Is that a sniper right there? Is that a pair of snipers right there? What do you fucking mean I'm not hitting anybody? There's 3 of them right next to each other and I didn't hit a single one of them. I mean, I got one, but it's like, Jesus, man. Swear to God, I thought I spawned right next to a bunch of enemies with how loud those footsteps were. I was like, are you kidding me right now? Fucking kidding me right now, dude? Gotta lay back a little bit. A lot of shit going on down here. What are y'all doing in the grass? What are you doing in the woods, man? What are y'all doing? I just heard a flashbang go off. Hello? What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Can I climb up here? Can I climb up here? Oh, okay, no, I can't. Oh, you know what? We're gonna just venture up top here. Ah, you know what? I'll take the assist kill. Holy fuck. Feels like I glitched myself in this spot. Oh my god. Okay, that's our sniper. Did you really have to put a wall directly in front of my eyes? I hate you so much right now, my guy. I hate this. I hate this dude. Ah, you bastards. Couple of them over here. I don't know if I can get one of them or not. How inaccurate must I be? How inaccurate must I be? Get on the ground, bitch! How inaccurate must I be? Damn it. I'm gonna get a lot of assists. Right? Like, I can't get kills. I can just get assists. That's really all I'm gonna get out of this, which is kind of fucking stupid. Especially when I'm trying to get kills. But I can't get the kills because I can't get enough damage, and I can't be accurate enough to get the damage amounted to get a kill. Everybody keeps running around. They got that little. Okay, well then I can kind of get that, but I don't know if that'll count to my thing. I forgot how do I I don't remember how do I I forgot how to do this. I don't remember how to do this. I don't remember how to do this. I want to resupply myself real quick. Whatever. Don't care. Everybody just moved on. Everybody's going. Everybody's doing their own thing. They left this spot wide open. I thought that was an enemy staring me right in the face, waiting for me to turn around and meet him eye to eye. That was interesting. There's so much shit going on right now, but like, I'm in none of this action. I'm like a cameraman for a news station, you know? Just kind of like there, just getting the pictures for you. And even then, I'm not doing a good job at it. I try to get closer. I mean, why not, right? What's the worst that can happen? Y'all better have that left side of me covered up. I'm not paying attention to it. What the fuck? Okay, that scared the shit out of me. Okay, we take C, so nothing to worry about there. there. That didn't really work, did it? Nope. Jesus fucking Christ. Why must I never get kills? I get the assist kills. Why can't I be good? There goes a tree. He's dead. That's a clean... Oh, okay. We're done. We're done. We're done. We win. Fuck y'all. Oh, we ran out of time. That's why. Okay. That felt like shit. What did I get out of that? Oh. I don't even know. I don't even know. Can I alt tab, please? Thank you. 16-9. Damn. It really didn't feel like that. It really did not feel like I got that amount of kills. But then again, a lot of that was because most of them weren't from me. So. You know what? That's fine. See, out of those 16 kills, 5 of them came from me using the assault class. So. And a lot of them weren't even because of the other class that I use, but rather it's the fucking, yeah. Because I suck using this class. I'm thinking about, what is it? Fuck. Doesn't have the range. Might just use the AK, to be honest. The AK or the M4, I don't know exactly. I might use the M4. 30 down to 10. 10. Fuck it. Okay. Y'all don't get in the thing. I'm not ready yet. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go. Let's fuck him up. Yeah. Rain's coming through the ceiling. We know what they are. We know what they are. They're dead. It's just me, my guy. I ain't a bitch. You face me with a lot of green smoke, I might be a bitch. This map is a little insane, not gonna lie. Oh god!
Him's muff.
Help me! Help me! Help me! Damn it! A lot of green smoke. I ain't giving up. Oh, fuck. Nope. Oh, hell yeah, got that. Get that one kill. Ah! Well, I also got, killed, so... I know where I'm going. I'm going to A. I don't really want to, but kind of can't get to C the way that I want to. Oh, fucking shit. That lightning was pretty big. Well, that kind of backfired. Drop it in. Woo, woo. I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't like this. I don't like that. Yeah.
Stop screaming. I'm not with you.
Here we come to save the day. Bam, 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 bam. So we lost A, and then we also lost B. What the fuck are we doing, guys? What are y'all doing? I'm hearing a lot of footsteps. I don't like that. They left this part of the building intact. What the fuck is wrong with them? I'll be honest, I have no idea where I'm going. I'm just running around. You're a teammate. I don't know if I want to go to B or if I want to go to A. I don't know where I want to go. I'm gonna be real. Well, I can't go to A even if I wanted to. Shit! I knew he was over there. Just really wish they had some shotguns in this game. That would have been fucking great. Could you imagine? 400 on that. 350. This one's a bit better. Doesn't have a whole lot of... Yeah, it doesn't have a whole lot of massive damage up close, but it'll work. We can make up for it, right? Right. God fucking damn it.
Hey, put me down. Come on, dude.
God damn, son. Oh, I flopped that throw. Take that. Ah, you sick son of a bitch. What's funny is I even got some hit markers, even though I was being flashbanged. Oh, he's dead. It's very foggy, so it's hard for me to see. I mean to make you fall down that whole stairwell, but I'm gonna join you. Damn it. Go down. Alright. Go down. Yeah! I didn't mean to actually throw the grenade. You're a teammate. I would love to see. What? Ooh, you can fall out of this thing? What? Alright. Shit. Alright. I actually did not know that. Holy fucking shit, this thing's crazy. I didn't think you could fall out of this thing. That's... Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna grab so many dicks and twist them all. I didn't say that. Bro, you flashbanged yourself. And me. What is going on in the... Oh my god. Not just so. Nobody thinks about it. Nobody thinks about it at all. I got time to heal myself. Nope. Damn it! Whoa. Somebody help me.
Watch your right, watch your right. Watch your right, watch your right. Did they make you turn? Oh my god.
No use. Hey, marker.
Medic!
Oh my god! Oh my god! I wish I knew what happened. Because I can tell you this from all accounts, I don't know what I did.
Medic! Stop pulling people back, nigga.
Oh, two more! Ah, wait! Calm down, Wyatt. Save some for the rest of the class.
Flash, they're flashed. 7 of them flashed.
Woo-wee!
Little flash rings, that's smoke grenades.
Am I able to, by chance... have enough supply points, even if I did have enough. I don't know how to resupply. You and your smoke screens. God, man, I hate them so much. I have an idea. Go in. Element of surprise. They won't see it coming. Even if I got rid of my mines, I don't care. Holy moly, that feed on the top right's going nuts right now. Die! Die! There's somebody right there. This thing's insane now that I figured out you could full auto this thing. Genuinely, I didn't think that was a thing.
Put mines, put mines.
Well, what if I had any, but I use them on the other side? There's nobody on this side anyways. I love defending C. This place is awesome.
I need someone to test this. You can get through this, right? I mean, you got through it the first time, so now you got through it. You have to, like, point at the corner and then, yeah.
Oh, Christ! I want to get dirty with the action. I'll just get... Oh, God damn it. I'm like, I'm still not used to the full full auto. So I'm like, I'm tapping the mouse. Like, I'm like doing it like this. But instead it's like, dude, I can just hold it. I can just hold it down, damn it. Why do you guys have to use smoke screens so much? Oh shit, I gotta reload. I hate this magazine size so much, it's so small. Okay. So I don't want to reload right now. Shit! Well, I am gonna have to start pistol whipping motherfuckers here. Ah, never mind!
Right here. Right here, brother. We are coming inside.
Huh? The elevator actually take A, too. Like, the only reason why we're kind of hanging on is because we have either A or B. No! How did I fucking miss? BattleBit parkour is not my forte. Never thought I'd say that either, but I did. There's a fuck ton of mines right here. I'm just gonna place them right there. There's a lot of footsteps going on around here, and I have no idea where they're coming from. I thought that was an enemy mine. I was gonna be crying. I hear them. Are they underneath me, or are they next to me? They gotta be underneath me. They gotta be underneath me. That's a lot of them! Holy shit! There's a lot of them over in that area. Why are you guys all the way over here? What are you guys doing? I gotta kill somehow. That light scared me. I can't see. This thing's got some nasty ass recoil though. That's the issue. If I'm not on them, it's not gonna work. Get somebody. Got him. Oh shit! I thought I could get a quickie on the double. It didn't work. And it did not work. I need to heal. Uh-oh. Get on your feet, soldier. There's so much fucking grass. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! To be honest, I don't know why I dropped in. But I did. And I regret it. Oh, better fucking revive me. I ain't got much life left, man. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, now you want to bandage me up. Oh, now you want to revive me. I appreciate it. Ah! Fuck it, I'm throwing a grenade. Fuck it, I'm throwing a grenade. Jesus, I'm glad I did. Ow! Fuck! Oh, and I got no bandages, so I'm gonna bleed to death, actually. No, anybody? Alright, well, if I don't have much time to live... If I had no time to live... Somebody help me? Anybody want to help me? Thank you. I need to be healed, please. Thank you. Alright. I am 18 and 6. That's a pretty good ratio right there. I don't really want to go up there. I'd like to be down here. It's almost noon, holy shit. Fucking hell! I can't be accurate with this thing. Damn it. I like this gun, but I just can't be accurate with it. I'm running back with the medic kit. I don't give a shit. Shit. Alright, whatever. Fuck this. We're going back. What's time we got left? 11 minutes. Okay. Can I was gonna say, can I not have a site? At the very least, I could take one of the smaller sites. We have nothing? What the fuck? Alright, well, I mean, I am running. Alright, holy fuck, that might have been a good idea. Shit. I just need to find a way to level out the recoil, so it's not as absurd. That's the issue, is that it has some awful recoil. Where am I at? I want over there. I'm over here now. Mommy? 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 Fuck, son of a bitch! How did he live? I know what's gonna heal me. I'm just gonna do that. Do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Take the assist. Yo. Oh, Jesus Christ. God damn it, how did I get shot? How did I get involved in that crossfire? It isn't that much harder with the iron sights, to be honest. I mean, I'm kind of used to it. Yeah, used to it. I shot him in the leg.
Don't worry, I can just revive you. It's fine. Like nothing ever happened. None of these kills are doing it. You again.
Saw a lot of grenades being thrown my way. Shh, damn it! If I had that grenade throw at the perfect moment, at the perfect angle, that would have been a, like, easy quad. And I'm flashbang. And I'm dead. Son of a fuck. I don't know what y'all are doing.
Gotcha.
No. Let me live. Let me live. I didn't throw that over the thing. There is so much crossfire going on right now. Oh, he's very low. Look at all that crossfire going on. Woohoo. Woohoo. Jesus Christ. Don't flash red, don't flash red, don't flash red. It flash red. I'm dead. No. I'm not dead. 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 I am not dead. I am not dead. I never die. I never die. I never fucking die. I never fucking die. You know what they say. I don't know what they say. I'm scared. War! Jesus! Yeah! Give me them threes. Give me them threes. All good things come in threes, baby. Bitch! Oh, that was fun. 25? Oh! Oh god. Okay, don't like this. Ooh. Okay, there's a lot of people down here and teammates. Just where they're coming from. Just where they're coming from. Help me. Ah, boy. 27-12. That's really good. That's really good. That's really good. Yeah. God damn. Holy shit. Alright. Destruction. Oh boy. Alright. Of all that so far, I've only gotten one objective. To be honest, though, I do defend more than I do attack, so I guess it's not too bad. A lot of people are already gunning for A. I just realized, too, there's no, like... Oh, motherfucker. There's no countdown for the start. It's all just as soon as we get in, we're going. I didn't want to throw it there. Yeah, buddy. Good start. Good start. Oh, yeah, we're off to a good start. Oh, we are off to a good start. Oh, you're a teammate. You're a fucking teammate. You scared the shit out of me. Until they knock down that area, that was a good start. What the fuck's this area? Well, this map design's cracked.
Kill him.
No, I'm just gonna let him live. I fucking love this marksman rifle so much, especially with the iron sights. Bum, 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 bum. This is dangerous being out this wide open. Especially when you got somebody coming up the stairs. They all not be in combat. Ooh, fuck. Almost missed that jump. It took me a second, but I got it. My gun just didn't want to... Alright, well, fuck me, I guess. Don't see me. Oh, fuck. There's a lot more than just one. There's a lot more than just one motherfucker that I had to deal with there. Oh, you died. How am I supposed to capture these objectives when I can't get there quick enough? Man, we are dominating these motherfuckers. Y'all died. Y'all are already in combat. What are you doing? Skibbity bop, dud. Halfway decent time. Oh my god. Oh, it all disappeared. Bye-bye. Straight out. Where are we going? Where are we going? Yeah. Yeah. That's not a good throw by me whatsoever, but yeah. Oh, he's got him. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, we're good. That was pure panic out of me. I reloaded? Yeah, I did. Shit. Shit! I guess it didn't matter if I reloaded or not. Oh, well, we're all dead. pew. A lot of wild footsteps going on near me, and I don't know what's going on. It's kind of scary. Just gonna place a couple of these down. You never want anybody making a calculated step towards you. I need to get out of this area. There's not a lot of stuff going on over here. Now over here, there's a different story. Oh shit. I shouldn't have got up and ran. That was stupid, but it worked. I'm still alive, right? You know? I'm still alive. And that's the good news. I wanted to see if he was going to walk onto that mine, and he did not. I would have laughed. Parkour. Oh shit, they're all up here. Oh shit, I can't get up there. Help! We're already halfway done with this match? Holy shit. Help me! I knocked out the stairs! Oh! They took out my life, too. Yeah, buddy. Okay, why are we on the ground? This ain't safe. How bad could it be? If I turn the corner, how bad? We're gonna revert back out. Son of a bitch. Drone. God damn it, that scared me. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. God damn. Oh, fuck.
Watch the left cargo container.
But why is our body... Thought he was blocking my path. Just gonna eat that one out. Ow! Fucking Jesus Christ, man. I'm running out of bandages here again.
Oh my god, you guys are invisible. Oh, I thought it was a floating gun.
You know, I believe it. Bro, chuck that grenade and said a prayer and it did not work. Mine did. Not. Reverberate! And work. Parkour. Son of a bitch! My iron sights are literally going in between them. Okay, I got the assist. Help me! What are you? Oh, you're dead. Help. Holy mama! Mommy, why is he so angry? Why is that man so angry? Did I just not aim? going on here? Are you good? Ah, who cares? This one ain't gonna do anything. I'm just gonna tuck it. Yeah, it didn't work. Alright. I was hoping for something funny, you know? I still haven't had a very clippable moment in this game so far. Alright, as I was saying, I haven't had a very clippable moment so far in this stream, so I'm kind of waiting to see if that moment happens or not. I mean, even if I wanted to have a moment, I can't, because I'm not a very accurate shooter! This gun is going to give me the worst accuracy in the, like, percentage in the world. It's going to, like, tank it. It's going to be the reason why my accuracy percentage is, like, in the negatives. If it wasn't already, but, like, just, Jesus. Set it to full auto, and it just does not want to, like, stay still. Okay, go there. Enemies. Enemy territory. Enemy territory. I want to get shot. Ooh. I'm just gonna turn my ass around and go back to A. Is this ladder still functionable? Yeah, it is. Kind of. No, it is. Alright. Oh man, I haven't been this high up in a while. Whew-wee. Alright. Well... Sit down. I kind of want to see if I can get that 100 mark before the end of the stream, but I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do that. I'm going to need to have like a couple more games in order to make that happen. Okay, we're good. I'm not going to be... What the... Blood pistol whipped me. And he's getting away with it. That's what a fault. Yeah, I don't get the, Yeah, that doesn't help with the objective, though. Oh, mommy. Save me, Bill Gates. Save me, Bill Gates. Save me, Bill Gates. Bill Gates, please save me. Save me, Bill Gates. Ah, motherfucker! I was not, in fact, saved. Son of a bitch. Yeah, the one issue with this is that this gun's not really a long-range gun anymore because of my sights. Or my lack of sights. Get fucking somewhere undercover! Do something! Behind a wall! Stop being out in the fucking open. How many times do you have to learn that the hard way, man? How many times do I have to learn that the hard way? To not be in the widest of opens. What the fuck did I just do? Oh, mine. I was like, what the fuck did I do? I didn't even do anything, but no, I get it. I get it now. No, I get it now. An enemy to my left right there. Yeah, damn right. Oh, son of a bitch. Owie. Whoa. All my squad mates are dead. No. I can't make that jump. Oh my god, I made this jump. I didn't think I had the agility. Ooh, that was a good throw. Didn't result in anything though, but it was a good throw regardless. Wish I could see it. We're literally spawn camping these folks. I hate to say that, but it's also... Yeah. I ain't afraid. I ain't afraid of spawn camping. This is fun. Don't shoot me, don't shoot me, don't shoot me, don't shoot me. Oh my god. Oh my. I don't think they knew. Jesus. What did I go on that round? I went 12 and 10. Alright, that's a little shocking, but I guess I'll take it. What are you fuckers? What are y'all doing? What are you doing? I got a new camo. I got a new camo. Let's go. I might even pop on BattleBit again sometime this week. I want to get that. I want to get those objectives. Those objectives are really fucking fun. But because it is noon, that is where I'm going to call it. Okay, let me get rid of that. I will be back tomorrow, and I might... Oh god, now I have a decision to make here. I'm probably gonna do Overwatch, and maybe some more BattleBits, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. Don't know. I don't know. I have to figure out exactly what I want to do. I want to play more Baldur's Gate, so I'll probably do Overwatch and Baldur's Gate, and then I also want to get back on BattleBit sometime this week as well. And also at the same time too, I also want to play something else. Like, I want to do a couple other things this week, too, so... Yeah. Also... When am I announcing something? I have something that I want to announce. Okay, it ain't this week. Okay, no, it's Thursday. Yeah. I'll talk more about it on Thursday. I have something that I want to talk about, but I won't say it until either Thursday or Friday night. Friday night. Morning. Yeah. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow. Take care and have a good day.